So now
Why?
we don't date the Odogu category. So let's have it.
All right. So for this category, the Artist of the Year male category, first on the list versus we have Wizkid against Ashake, and the poll is in favor of Wizkid, 60% to 40%.
Go on.
Okay.
How would you go ahead?
The next
Go ahead.
the next versus we have Burna Boy against Davido, and the vote is in favor of Burna Boy, 60% to 40%.
You be like saying I will go vote our
The
list
next-
for this list.
Make
Yeah.
it they go. Make it they go on. They go on.
Let's
Let's go listen to what
people have to say. Let's see what people actually
voted.
voted.
We don't hear them. Oh yeah, go on.
All right, we have Rema versus Sheyi Vibes. 75% goes to Rema, while 25% goes to Sheyi Vibes.
Expected.
So we have Odumodu Black against Young John. 100% goes to Young John. Then we have
I'm very happy to hear that.
versus. We have
Good music
Olamide
you always
versus
sell.
Kiss Daniel.
Ooh,
Olamide versus Kiss Daniel.
okay.
50-50.
50-50, correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So before we move on, by the power invested in me, I declare this poll null and void. Because why? How can we have somebody whose song is the best song of the year, whose album is the best album of the year, but is not on the list for the best artist of the year? Does it make any sense? And we will not do that here.
No, we won't do that. Sorry.
So this category, their poll,
I second that.
none and void.
I second that. I second that. The reason why I find it difficult because, come on, Ashake had some of in fact, the best run of 2024 for most of them, for almost everybody. And then comparing Burna Boy and Davido of 2024 is hard. Why? Because, yeah, although the two of them didn't release any album in 2024,
but they both released singles.
Did they?
Yeah.
All the singles were from the previous album for.
No.
Which new single?
Burna Boy has Aya.
Burna Boy have Aya. 2024 now.
Okay.
Aya is 2024.
I'm talking about Burna Boy. I know that.
Okay.
You know, Davido is preparing for a new release, so he's been releasing singles. So I know he released it. I'm just talking about Burna Boy. Is Aya not part of? It is Aya. It not be part of last album.
No. It's actually a new song.
Okay.
A new song that's supposed to be inside the album that he's planning to release next year.
Okay. I think those two polls, we should forget about those two polls. We should put the four people together. I'm talking about Ashake, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Davido.
And then choose from the four.
Yeah.
No, I think Rema should be in this category. I don't know who is going out, but I don't think Rema should be.
I'm talking about the polls that we should.
Yeah, we can scrap the polls and just pick our best.
We scrap those two polls. We can use the other polls for the other ones.
Do you understand?
We can use the other polls.
One is full now.
One is full.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so Rema is on it. But the first two polls, we're going to have the four of them. That's
Yes.
Burna Boy and Davido, Wizkid and Ashake, plus
Yes.
Rema, and then Kiss Daniel and Olamide.
Yes.
So that's
Then
7 of
Vibes.
them. Sheiba didn't, for me, didn't have a very fantastic
No, you cannot compare. You
2024.
cannot compare.
You can't
It
compare.
was not that crazily. You can't
You
compare
understand?
a Sheyi Vibes and what Rema did in 2024. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, actually, Rema already removed him from the poll we had. So I'm just
So
listing
Yeah,
who
I
won
mean
from
it's
the poll.
easy. Yeah, yeah.
So we're saying
So
that
from the poll is the only one out because
yes,
Olamide and
there's a
Kizani had
tie.
it 50-50. So yeah,
It was so fine. So we have the 7 of them, right? And we have to choose 1 to 3 from the 7 of them in it.
correct.
I'm sure we all unanimously have agreed that Ashake is number 1.
To me, that's an easy call for me. If you ask me.
Yeah. Tiwani, what do you say?
I agree.
So we have our number 1. So number 2.
But number
The
2
main,
for me,
yeah,
number 2 for me is Rema.
I agree. Tiwani.
Yeah, I agree too. I agree with Rema. I think I'll go with Rema.
And number 3.
Number 3 for me is Wizkid.
For 2024? No, I do not agree. For 2024? No, I do not agree. Number 3 for me is Kiss Daniel.
Unfortunately,
Should we have a white to this? Because
Yeah.
I actually I don't want
Yeah,
us
tell
to
us.
just use that.
Tell
Because
us.
if I'm to pick my number 3 is actually Whiskey as well.
is who?
Okay. He said
Whiskey.
Okay.
Whiskey.
But can we
He's done it well, but he can't compare. Unfortunately, I can't.
I feel like Kiss Daniel had excuse me, a better year. He did not release an album, but every song he released was a banger. And it was from back to back. As they drop they blow everywhere. Yes, we still released an album towards the ending of the year. Do you understand? We've not seen how far. We know the album will go. I feel like this year might be Wizkid's year because of that album. It's a wonderful album.
Let's not forget.
Mm.
What you're saying is I wouldn't say that it's 100% true because the best song of the year we said is MMS, and I will say for a fact that Wizkid being on that song made that song as big as it is.
I see. Listen. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me explain something to you. The song, do you understand? If we analyze the song properly, are we saying that is Wizkid as a person, as an entity, made the song big, or is the sweetest part of the song? They are two different things. I feel like MMS. I mean, Wizkid is not on active, is it? But is active not a good song? Is it not a big song? So I feel like anybody, anybody, if it was Davido or Kizania or even Olamide that was on MMS would still have been a very big song.
Okay, let me explain. Let me now explain there are two things I'm going to say. The reason why the choice of Wizkid made MMS a bigger song, I will explain. You see, coming off from the fact that the mother just died and they just did this thing. And if you even remember when that song was released, I'm not saying its part is the sweetest, but you see, there's what they call emotional connection with people. The part where he was singing about his mother, in that MMS song, was even the snippets that was released. And that was the reason why it went viral almost immediately. You see, it's not because it's Wizkid, but because of the connection, the situation around Wizkid and around what he was saying in the MMS song was one of the reasons why it was heavily embraced initially. That's what I'm trying to explain. That is one.
I agree.
That is one. Then number two, when we're trying to look at the biggest artist, not the biggest song now, we're talking about the biggest artist. So if we're choosing song, I will have said yes. Let's talk about Kiss Daniel's music. But you have to also look at how has somebody's music affected his brand globally. Do you understand? That is when you can now say somebody is the best artist. You see, all this music we're talking about Asake right now, we can see the impact of the music on the Asake brand globally. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because apart from Burna Boy that toured heavily in 2024, the music we are talking about pushed this guy we're talking as Asake to everywhere in the world. His brand was bigger in 2024 than 2023 because of all these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it is not just about say he has bangers, How much of the banger has affected the brand, so to say, that the brand is out in our face. In 2024, Kiss Daniel has so many hit songs, but how much of that hit song has affected his brand?
Okay, now let me answer that question. But before I answer that question, I also like to talk about the MMS song first. First of all, to tell you that why I feel like MMS would still have been a big song if Wizkid was not on it. I understand the emotional connection that you spoke about, and you're 100% right? But I'm sure you are aware. But if you are not, let me tell you, because I am aware, and I feel like almost everybody, they are aware that song had been recorded. Wizkid heard it, and it feels like it's going to be a good song, and he said he wants to be on it. Wizkid begged to be on the song.
Nobody is denying that. Nobody has said anything about that. We're talking about the acceptability of the song MMS. Yeah.
Hold on. And you said, how has all the hit songs that what's his name? Kiss Daniel. How did they affect his career? I would say they affected his career in a positive way, especially last year. Last year was the first time that Kiss Daniel was ever going to hold an headline show in O2 in London. He had never headlined. He did it.
Kiss Daniel did O2 last year.
Yes, he did.
Not same O2. He did not same O2 that.
Yes, he did the smaller venue.
Yeah, he did the smaller venue.
Smaller venue.
When you say O2, I thought they won that 20,000 people. Well, I never see that video. He did the smaller venue in O2 Arena.
Agreed, but it's even the first time ever that he's going to headline a show. In that, you understand? So it was a positive impact for him. He did something that he had never done before. Why? Because he had a good year. And let me say he dropped album.
But that's what I'm saying. He's good year.
Back to back. He had
it's
a good year.
You see, the reason why Asake was able to top. Wait. The reason why Asake was able to easily top the three guys. We're talking about when I'm talking three guys, I'm talking about Davido, Burna Boy, and because if he had had a mid-year, which would have been still a success for him, and see, Asake shut down the O2 just like any of these other guys. You understand?
He did 2 shows. I mean, 3 shows. 3 shows. No, not 3.
Even in the US, the biggest this thing is did all those things. So those are big. These are not normal, easy milestones.
I don't have a problem with
normal.
Which
so
big
unfortunately,
show
so you need to understand the point here. The point I'm saying is this: that Kiss Daniel, if this music we're talking about now has made him to surpass or even reach the level of any of these three guys, When I say 3 guys,
we are talking about 2024, not what they've been able to achieve over the years. We're talking about 2024. Which big show
these 3 guys
do last year?
Are you kidding? He shot that stadium last year, 80,000 people. Are you okay? We're talking about these people, they are not still, these people, 2024, they were still shutting down stadiums. Davido, Whiskey, they did big shows in 2024. Big 80,000, 50,000, 20,000 people. So these same people now, you are not saying somebody that did 10,000 people should be better than them. There's no way to compare now. Do you understand what I'm saying? The success that Kiss Daniel enjoyed in 2024 has not surpassed, has not brought him to the level where we can say he surpassed these people yet. Do you understand? He has not been able to surpass them yet. He's still below them.
Hold on, I understand, but let me put it to you in this context. Maybe you understand me. Do you understand? As of last year, right? Ashake did things.
The same thing with Rema. I'm sorry. I said Ashake. Rema too. His success in 2024 still puts him on that level.
I agree. Now,
that is why, because he's a new guy coming up and is on that level, we can rate him more than them.
So what you are doing now
has done on that level.
Is what you are doing right now is kind of buttressing my points. Hold on, let me quickly explain it to you.
Okay.
Last year, Ashake did things he had never done before. By one, he did a 3-day show in O2 Arena. I don't think any Afrobeats artist has done it before. 3 days.
The first person that ever did it was Whiskey. Back to back, sold out.
Whiskey did 3 days sold out.
Okay.
Back.
So, but it wasn't last year.
No, he didn't do that last year.
So my point. So Ashake did something he had never done before last year. That's one of the reasons why he has won virtually all the categories on this apart from
nobody can even fault. I can't even see anybody faulting that Ashake.
Yeah,
Rema also did things he has never done before last year.
Easily, last of that caliber.
Yes, but all of the things that Davido and Whiskey did last year, they have even done better before last year. But what I'm saying is, Kiss Daniel, no matter how little it is, he did something he had never done before.
Unfortunately, the things he has never done before cannot be measured up
to match up to
even the normal thing that these other guys are doing.
So that's what the argument is about.
Unfortunately,
that's what the argument is about.
Listen to me, so that you get what I'm saying. If 2 years ago I did special, very, good things, and then last year I did equally good things, but they were not as big as the things I did the previous year. I don't know if you understand. And now the reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm already big, I'm already there. I don't know if you understand. So even if I didn't do anything that is extraordinary, do you understand? If I still come out, people will still come out for me because I am there already. I don't know if you understand. Now, the only reason why we're not placing Whiskey and Davido over Rema and Ashake is because these boys have done, they've done exceptionally well. They've done things that, bigger things that they did than they did the previous year.
Sorry, let me. I want to cut you short there. Sorry. Before you continue, I want to just qualify what you just said. Now, these people have done bigger things than they have done before. But you see, those bigger things they have done before, it's very much comparable. You can easily compare to what the biggest people have done before also. Do you understand? It's easy to compare what Ashake, those things that Ashake achieved in 2024, is comparable in weight to what these other big three have done before and they're still doing. Do you understand? That is why we're able to rate them. But you cannot say, let me give a very good example. Let's say Messi used to score 1,000 goals every year. I don't watch football. I just want to use this as an example. It scores 1,000. It used to score 1,000 goals every year, right? But in 2024, he only scored 800. That's what Messi scored in 800. But there's a guy that nobody knows his name that came from nowhere and scored 500 goals. You can still not say because he scored 500 goals that is better than somebody that has been doing 1,000, now came low and did 800. It is not, it's incomparable. That's what I'm trying to say. But if not a new guy now come and drew from zero, now did 800 or do 850, I can easily rate that new guy. That is what Ashake and Rema has been able to do, to match the level of power that these other guys have achieved before. These new guys were able to do it in 2024. Now, he doesn't had a good year, yes, but unfortunately, it's good. It's not as good as what these other guys have also done in 2024. So you cannot say it because he has improved. We cannot use that to now diminish the work of the other three. That's what I'm trying to say. You understand? Ashake and Rema, whatever they've done in 2024 is easily comparable to whatever these other guys have ever done in their life. But whatever Kizana has achieved in 2024 is still not up to what these other guys also did in 2024. So we cannot say because he has improved that it's what to be above them. No. I don't think it's the right way to look at it.
Okay.
But out of all of them, Ashake, the number of goals that Ashake in 2024.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why it's easy to rate Ashake because whatever he's doing right now, it can easily compare to whatever Burna Boy has done. You understand? It's easy to compare. He shot out 2. I shot out 2 also in 2024. But can Kizana say that? He cannot say that. Madison Square Garden, Burna Boy did it. Davido did it. Whiskey did it. Ashake also did it. You understand? But as Kizana has been able to do that in 2024, not yet. So if he's able to do that in 2025, it will be easy to now easily say that he has surpassed them, or we can now compare him to them. It's successful music on point. But we're not talking about his music now. We're talking about his brand.
And
here,
the acceptance everywhere.
And the acceptance of the brand as it is.
I understand it now. So going back to the poll, if from the way we have analyzed all of this, do you understand? I will understand it. If Kiss Daniel cannot be on this list, then I would rather put my boy, Davido, on number 3. But however, because I mean it is 2 against 1, for the sake of this poll, Whiskey is our number 3.
Sincerely, I in 2024, if you look at it, for the work that Burna Boy puts in, even though brand wise, I feel it needs to calm down more. Burna Boy has done a lot. And to me, he has not relented from the 2022, 2023, 2024. It's going to be difficult. The only reason to me why I can even put Wizkid above is not because Wizkid has done better when it comes to performance, because you can count how many performances Wizkid did in 2024. You can count it. But as I did so, I don't know if it counts the number of performances around the world that Burna Boy did.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to take and say because me personally I know to rate time, say maybe we no put time for that list properly. You understand? Because we have to acknowledge the fact that this guy is relentless.
Agree.
He's relentless. So even coming to think about it, I think I will even put him above Wizkid.
I think I'm going to agree with you. Because when I said I was going to put my boy and all of that, that's me just being sarcastic and all of that. Because I mean, initially I just went straight for Kiss Daniel because I felt like, he had achieved a lot for himself, especially in 2024. He had done things that he has never done before. And I don't know why, You know, there was a podcast we had, and I spoke about Kizdane that he's a very good artist. I don't know why he has not cut across internationally. He does very beautiful music, good beats, good lyrics, and all of that. So I'm wondering why.
All the time. I don't think there's ever been any Kizdane music that's.
So guys, so do you understand? So I'm beginning to wonder. So that now takes me to one thing that I don't know. Maybe I don't know because we cannot. I can't
I think
put a
it's
finger to
about
it.
handlers, management.
Yes, it's management. It's
Yeah,
management.
it's about
It's
handlers.
management.
Who is handling Kizdane right now?
You know, so
Maybe he
I
needs to
felt,
start looking at international representation.
you know,
And
because at the point, people didn't understand what was going on when Wizkid made Baba Are his manager. But whether we like it or not, the moment Wizkid made Baba Are his manager, his career also skyrocketed. Like things just started happening. I don't know. Baba Are had managed big names, big art. Do you understand in Nigeria? Before, so he has all the connections and all of that. So he made things easy.
you
Whether
know
we
what?
like
I
it or
think
not.
Wizkid has several managements, and
Yes.
if you check Davido too, Davido has several
Yes.
management.
General management. Yes. Yes. Yes.
He has the Nigerian guy, that boy, what's his name again? Then he has
Actually, Africa.
some guys in UK, Vanessa something,
Uh,
so he has management in different regions to help the brand
mm,
because this is a big business. One person cannot. This is mega business, global business. You need to have different people with. Wizkid has Jada P, the
yeah.
current baby mama. She used to manage Chris Brown. People
Yeah.
tend to forget that because I remember when he met Jada P was when Chris Brown came to Nigeria. That was how he met Jada P. And then the management thing started before any other thing started entering. So he has Babare, he had Jada P, he had other people that are attending to the business. So the business kind of global. You understand? So maybe Kizdale needs to
As
start looking in that direction
Yoruba would
because
say, Igi kon dagboshi.
Benny,
Yeah, so
Benny.
I think maybe you should start looking in that direction because it's got the talent, it's got the material. Do you understand? So what it needs is the management. Do you understand? Because I feel like it's one of the biggest, or rather not biggest, one of the great or greatest exports we have from Nigeria.
Great
It's the
songwriter, good
boy is
singer,
good. The boy is good.
no doubt. There's no doubt about that. There's no
You know,
doubt.
so
Nobody can even fault him.
yeah, so I'm really hoping and praying that something happens. So going back to what we're saying about, I feel like Burna Boy deserves to be the number
Number
three on
three.
this list. Yes, I feel like Burna Boy deserves it. So I was just being sarcastic when I mentioned my boy because I mean, like I said
I know.
initially, I didn't mention his name. So I think Burna Boy should be number three. And if we are going to extend the list, then we can say Whiskey will come at number four, Davido at number five, and then
Olamide, number 6.
Olamide at number six. Yes. Excuse me.
Then
So
Kizdane, number 7.
yes, that's it. That's it. So um, like I said, this was this is the Odogu category of the whole,
Is the heavy one.
yeah, the heavyweight category. And we are glad to announce to you that the Culbeed Media, 2024 Afrobeat Artist of the Year is Ashake, followed by Rema, and then Burna Boy.
Burna
Ashake,
Boy.
Burna
Burna Boy.
and Burna Boy. Ashake is the biggest winner tonight. Ashake is the, Lungu Boy.
And
Ashake is Lungu Boy.
the
Is the
biggest album.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah Ashake's Lungu Boy is the album of the year. Ashake's song MMS featuring
MMS.
Whiskey is the song of the year, and the man himself, Ashake, is the Afrobeat artist of the year. Ashake had a wonderful year, and
Yeah, no
we
doubt.
hope this year would not be, you know, anything less. We pray that this year will be a better year for me and every one of us in God's name. And I'd like to thank you, our viewers, for staying true and watching
Yeah.
us analyze all of this. Thank you for always watching. And till we come to you again, stay tuned. Don't change.